I went to the bookstore and asked the saleswoman, where is the self-help section? She said if she told me, it would defeat the purpose. I love this quote by George Carlin. Hi, this is Supreet. I upload new videos every Sunday about personal growth, meditation, and parenting. You can follow me at Grow with Supreet on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Are you a self-help book junkie like me? If yes, comment below and tell me what is this current self-help book you're reading or what was the last one that you read. The last self-help book that I read was Jay Shetty's Think Like a Monk. If you want to watch my video where I review/summarize this book, you can watch it. The link will be in the description below. Do you ever wonder if self-help books are a waste of time? I do, which is why I gave it some thought and I decided to make a video about it. Self-help books are amazing tools for growth and personal transformation. If a book is well researched and well written, it can act like a mentor to give you the push and the motivation and the inspiration to make positive changes in your life. I am a big fan of self-help books. In fact, I almost exclusively read nonfiction books, self-growth, personal growth books. I would even go so far as to say that I am addicted to personal growth books. Addicted, yes. And that is where the problem arises. When we are reading a self-help book, it gives us a feeling of positivity and motivation, and we kind of get a high while reading that book. But then after a few days or a few weeks of reading that book, we tend to lose that positivity, lose that motivation, and lose that high. And so, because we are craving that high feeling, what do? We pick up another book and start reading it. And we finish that book and then we pick up another book. The same applies to self-help courses and seminars, by the way. What do we do after reading those umpteen books? We post on social media about completing 52 books in 1 year or 30 books in 1 year. I am not judging anyone here. I have myself done exactly that. Here is the list of books that I read in 2018. So, was I wasting my time reading those 28 books? Yes and no. I did learn a lot by reading those books and they helped me grow. Books like Power of Now and Many Lives, Many Masters really helped me emotionally and spiritually because I lost my dad in 2018 and they helped me to process the grief. And perhaps I was using reading to escape the realities of life. And that is okay. We all need an escape once in a while. By the way, if you're getting value from this video, would you please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel? So while it was okay for me to use books as an escape, in 2019 I realized that in order to actually grow and in order to actually see a positive change in my life, I had to take action. I had to take small steps and actually implement the things that I'm learning in these amazing books. It is very easy and very natural to feel that you're taking action when you finish reading books. Putting that check mark on a piece of paper or even in your mind when you finish reading a book is such a good feeling. It is one of the best feelings for me. Also, I believe that reading gives us an enormous ego boost. I'll be honest, because I read so many personal growth books, I sometimes secretly feel wiser and more intellectual and more sophisticated than people who don't read. And I know that is not true. It is just my delusional point of view. So while reading books gives us an ego boost and it feels like taking action, it is not taking action. Reading books is actually input, and taking action, actually implementing the things you read in those books, is output. I'm not saying start implementing every single thing or hack or step or habit that you learned in every single book. I don't even think that is possible. But maybe just pick one thing from every book that you read and actually implement that one thing before rushing to read your next book. I am trying to do that myself. In 2019 and 2020, the list of books I read was much shorter because I kept on reminding myself to balance input with output. Balance input with output. We've heard that knowledge is power. I believe knowledge is not power. Knowledge plus action is power. To give you some examples of the actions I have taken as a result of reading self-help books, the first one is starting my meditation habit. It took me reading a lot of books and hearing the same thing from many different authors in many different books that meditation is so good for you. But the final book that was the tipping point for me to actually make meditation a regular habit was Meditation for Fidgety Skeptics by Dan Harris. I have struggled a lot with meditation. I have started it and given it up so many times. And if you're struggling, just like I was, please watch my playlists called Meditation Tips for Beginners and Easy Meditation Techniques. I think they will help you. If I can meditate, you can meditate. The second action or change that I made in my life as a result of reading books is to be more present and worry less about the future. And the book that helped me to do this is Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I have made a video of my favorite quotes from this book. If you want to watch that video, it'll be in the description below. Another change as a result of reading books, which I am actually in the middle of making that change right now, is to wake up early, is to wake up at 5 a.m. And if you want to hear about what I'm doing differently to finally start waking up early, even though I'm not a morning person at all, you can watch my video. This video, it'll be in the description below. Sometimes there are changes which I make, but they don't stick. For example, I read this book called Ikigai, The Japanese Art of Happiness or something like that. And one of the actions I took after reading that book was to start drinking green tea. But that is a habit that did not last because I do not like the taste of green tea. So if you know of a brand that actually tastes good, comment below and tell me. What was the last self-help book that you read? Comment below and tell me. Also, what action have you taken or what change have you made in your life as a result of reading that book? If the answer is none, then I encourage you and I challenge you to pick one thing from that book, just one thing. It could be as small as I will make my bed every morning, and do that one thing. Just do it. Remember, knowledge is not power. Knowledge plus action is power. So that was my answer to the question, are self-help books a waste of time? What is your answer? What are your thoughts on this? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let's have a discussion in the comments below. In next week's video, I'm going to talk about some tips on how to not take life too seriously. So if you don't want to miss that video, make sure that you have subscribed to my channel and hit the notification bell. Take care and keep growing. Okay, close the door.
I'm gonna make coffee actually, sorry. Do you have a second?
Yeah, do it.
It'll take a couple minutes to sit down.
She said of me reviewing his book. Let's do it again. If you want, in the description below. Okay. We may think actually, oh boy, see a positive change in my life. Why can't I get this right? Okay, doing it again. But reading books is not taking action. Oh gosh. Books because to take life